Most people shopping for a used car under $10,000 fear the unknown. Hidden problems, surprise repairs, and unexpected bills that come just when the budget is tight. After 15 years as a mechanic, service advisor, and longtime buyer of used cars, I can tell you this: the real risk is not buying a cheap car, it's buying the wrong cheap car. Right now, budgets are squeezed, prices high, and reliability harder to find in modern vehicles, packed with fragile technology. If you do not choose wisely, you will pay for it every month in repairs, headaches, and lost time. This matters because some cars simply refuse to die. Cars that keep running, keep selling for parts, and keep owners confident, even when neglected. Other cars fail early and often, turning $10,000 buys into $15,000 nightmares. Stay with me until the end, because the final pick is one that surprises even seasoned used car buyers, yet it consistently outlives expectations year after year. If you want honest, experience-backed guidance and avoid costly mistakes, subscribe to Car Care Nest. Let's dive into the 10 used cars under 10K that refuse to die, cars you can own with confidence. Number 10. Toyota Corolla, late 1990s, early 2000s. The Corolla has earned its reputation for a reason. I've seen these cars cross 300,000 miles with minimal repairs beyond the basics. The engine design is simple and conservative, meaning it doesn't run hot, it doesn't stress components, and it tolerates imperfect maintenance better than most. Parts are abundant and cheap. Most failures are predictable. Water pump, alternator, brakes, all inexpensive and straightforward to fix. People dismiss Corollas because they feel boring, but that very simplicity is why they last. If you buy one with a documented maintenance history and no major rust, you will own a car that just keeps going. Its predictable nature under stress makes it one of the most reliable used purchases under 10K, and this next one surprises even experienced drivers. Number 9. Honda Civic. The early 2000s Civic is another car that seems to evade serious failure. The engine and transmission pair are proven, robust, and forgiving when cared for. I have seen Civics with over 250,000 miles that still start reliably every morning. These cars do not have fancy tech to fail. What they do have is a mechanical layout that is easy to service and inexpensive to maintain. Buyers often focus on low miles, but I have learned that a high-mile Civic with good care beats a low-mile Civic that was neglected. Suspension bushings, struts, and wear items are common, but these do not stop the car from living. They just require attention that a competent mechanic can handle without breaking your budget. Now, this is where practicality beats neglect. Number 8. Ford Crown Victoria, 1998 to 2011. This car feels like it shouldn't be on a list of survivors because it looks old and simple, but that is exactly why it lasts. Because Crown Victorias were used as police cars and taxis, they are engineered to take abuse. Engines and transmissions have enormous torque capacity for long life. The cooling systems are conservative, and there is no complex electronics suite to fail. I have repaired steering linkages and brakes on these cars, but drivetrain failures are rare. With good basic maintenance, these cars seem to suck the stress out of ownership and spit it back as thousands of trouble-free miles. A solid, rust-free example under 10K is a tough find, but if you locate one, it will outlive many modern alternatives. And now a choice that blends durability with everyday usability. Number 7. Toyota Camry, late 1990s, mid-2000s. The Camry has long been the benchmark of reliability in mid-size sedans. I have seen these cars aging into the high-mile world gracefully, with engines that feel as stable at 200,000 miles as they did at 20,000. The availability of parts and familiarity to mechanics keeps repair costs down. Common issues, oxygen sensors, suspension components, and cooling system parts are well understood and affordable. People misunderstand the Camry because it lacks the flash of newer vehicles, but that lack of flash means fewer fail-prone features. Its strength is endurance over time. Under $10,000, you can often find a Camry that still feels solid and drives confidently. Now, this next one proves reputation matters when it is earned. Number 6. Honda Accord, 1998 to 2007. The Accord sits in the same reliability circle as the Civic, but with a more robust engine and a slightly larger platform. I have seen Accords take daily commutes, highway miles, and family duties without blowing up. The engines are forgiving, transmissions hold up well, and even suspension components tend to wear predictably. Used Accords in this price range often look tired, but what matters most is how they run, and many run far past 200,000 miles without major engine or transmission repair. Buyers often fear Honda complexity, but in these earlier generations, the design is straightforward enough that good maintenance keeps the car alive for years. And this next one is a quiet underdog in the SUV world. Number 5. Toyota RAV4, mid-1990s, early 2000s. Early RAV4s are smaller by today's standards, but what they give up in size they make up for in durability. These SUVs share Toyota's conservative engineering philosophy and benefit from the same parts prevalence as their sedan counterparts. I have seen them running reliably beyond 200,000 miles with only routine service. There are no advanced electronics to fail, and the 4WD systems in these generations are simple and robust. Parts can be slightly more expensive than compact cars, but the trade-off is long-term reliability and versatility. If you find one with good service history and minimal rust, it will refuse to die on daily use. Now here's a truck that surprises people who assume cheap means sacrificial. Number 4. Ford Ranger, 1998 to 2011. The Ranger was built to work, and that work ethic shows in ownership. The engines, though not powerful by modern standards, are durable. Transmissions are conservative. The mechanical simplicity means fewer electronic gremlins to hunt down. I have seen Rangers clock over 200,000 miles hauling tools, towing trailers, and serving as daily drivers without a major engine or transmission rebuild. Suspension and brake components wear as expected, but none of these kill the vehicle. For buyers under $10K who want a vehicle that just keeps functioning, the Ranger is one of the toughest survivors you can find. Now this next one proves that durability does not need a large footprint. Number 3. Mazda Protege. Mazda Protege often gets overlooked because it is neither flashy nor large, but that is part of its strength. Its engine and transmission are simple, predictable, and durable. I have serviced Proteges that show wear, yes, but still idle smoothly and start reliably, even after years of daily commuting. Parts are plentiful and affordable, and repair procedures are straightforward. The Protege ignores complexity and demands only basic care. Buyers often disregard it under $10K because they prefer more popular names, but those who choose one find a car that refuses to die with sensible use and upkeep. And now we reach the top 2, the cars that outlive almost everything around them. Number 2. Toyota Tacoma, first generation. The early Tacoma is one of the most durable pickup trucks ever built. I have seen these trucks abused, loaded, and neglected more often than I can count, yet the engines and transmissions just keep going. The solid construction, conservative tuning, and straightforward mechanicals make it a standout in the used market. Rust can be a concern in some regions, so careful inspection is critical, but the mechanical bones of this truck are extraordinarily tough. Repair costs remain predictable, parts are widespread, and most Tacoma owners know how to keep them running for decades. Under $10K, these trucks are rare, but when you find one, you have a vehicle that truly refuses to die, and the car that surprises almost every used car buyer I meet. Number 1. Honda Fit, 2007 to 2013. Yes, this small hatchback is my number 1 pick under $10K, and the reason is simple: survival. I have seen Fits age with a mechanical toughness that belies their size. Engines stay healthy, transmissions hold up, and the overall design lacks the fragility of feature-heavy competitors. The Fit's simplicity is its strength. Owners treat these cars as dependable daily drivers, and they are just that. When maintained properly, they do not quit. Parts are affordable, service is easy, and most failures are gradual wear items, not catastrophic breakdowns. People underestimate them because they are small, but small does not mean weak. In fact, this car refuses to die longer than many larger, more complex vehicles on the road. The truth about cheap used cars is this: they are not all created equal. Some cars drain you with cost after cost. Others reward patience and sensible ownership with years of service and peace of mind. I have seen both outcomes dozens of times. If you want more guidance on choosing the right used cars, subscribe to Car Care Nest and explore the related videos on this channel. Remember this: the best used car under $10,000 is the one that keeps starting every morning without draining your wallet. Choose wisely, and your next car can be the last one you worry about.